It's all about how do we put our team in a position to deliver exceptional quality. And you have to make that investment in order to get that. You have to invest in the building, the machinery. You have to invest in training, education. And those are the things that we've done from the beginning to make sure that we put our team in a position to do the job and do it really well.
Hey, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
two crazy campers. And after losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds,
we realized we had so much more energy for activity.
Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors.
And join us for a brand new adventure. And Joe, I am super excited. This is a very neat adventure that we are so privileged to embark on today.
So we're here at the Alliance Factory. We picked up our brand new 294 RK. And we've got the privilege right now to meet with the owners, Ryan and Coley. Super excited to meet you guys, to hang out with you guys. We're excited to be working with you guys as a company, but we wanted to have you guys tell a little bit of your backstory. Like, why Alliance? Like, why another RV company?
Yeah, so Coley and I grew up here in Elkhart, Indiana. Kind of had been, certainly around the industry growing up here, and worked at another manufacturer for a really long period of time. Coley, 15 years, I about 10 years. And, we enjoyed our experience there, but we kind of came to the realization back in 2019 that, there was a better way to go about doing business. And our view was that if we take a step back and focus on what's truly important, that's designing great product, building really high quality, and providing an elevated ownership experience, that there was a need in the market. And so we came to that realization, and we're fortunate to set out in 2019 and got together a great team, and here we are today.
Yeah, it's been an amazing run. It seems like yesterday it was 2019, and it's been now 5 years, and a lot has happened, as you guys have seen here on these facilities. We started in a really small building up front that was 20,000 square feet. Today we have almost, 800,000 square feet of manufacturing space from all of our different plants. And then, with the Delta, we just recently, not even a year ago, just ventured into that segment of the industry. So we're really excited about that. And, we're excited about the team that we built, as Ryan mentioned. It's been a really rewarding and fun 5 years, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're up to, I think it's around 650 team members here at Alliance RV. And I think we're really proud of not just the company that we've built, but the jobs that we've created, the culture that we've established here at Alliance RV, which we think is, positively impacting, the community and certainly the people that work here at Alliance.
Now, what do you think having an RV adds to a family unit? Like, what do you think it does for a family to be able to use your RVs and take it on daily vacations or adventures? Well,
that's a great question. It's a loaded question. There's a lot of ways to just answer that. You think about our original product was Paradigm, and it seems like a lot of people that were buying those weren't necessarily families. They were couples that were looking to go to your neck of the woods down there in southern Florida or down to Texas in the winter, and then they come back to the Midwest or the Northeast to camp. But I think as we get into the Delta brand, we're seeing a lot of families come in, and you think about RVing, right? It's a really affordable way to see the country. You're not eating out every night. You're not going to a hotel every night. You're not hopping on an airplane to travel. So there's a lot of benefits to that. But I also think that together time too, right? You can disconnect. You don't have to be on your phone all the time. You're out and about. You're walking through nature. You're having a community. We talked about community in the campground. You're meeting new people. We get feedback, regularly that it's really good for that family bonding and time together that really kind of makes the RV experience so special.
When you talked about the company culture, we saw that step after step as we walked through the factory. It was absolutely incredible. It was neat to see because we are such proud Americans. We love seeing American innovation, but also just like an uplift of the American worker. And what I saw out there was not machinery replacing workers. I saw machinery that was helping workers be more successful and really have an opportunity to have their job for a longer amount of time because, as blue collar, coming from blue collar workers as well, we know that sometimes when you're doing a repetitive, kind of job, my grandfather was a plasterer, uncle was a carpenter. They were doing a lot of repetitive actions. And over the years, their body just broke down. I saw so much machinery out there to help the workers. Is that just something that is so important to you guys?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you've seen it, that we made an investment into the buildings, first of all. So you think about these buildings, they're taller than our competitors. They're brighter with better LED lighting than our competitors. Brand new. And it's all about how do we put our team in a position to deliver exceptional quality. And you have to make that investment in order to get that. You have to invest in the building, the machinery. You have to invest in training, education. And those are the things that we've done from the beginning to make sure that we put our team in a position to do the job and do it really well. And that's how Ryan had mentioned the culture, and that also drives our culture. And I'm also a firm believer too in our middle class, right? How do we drive middle class in America? That's some of the things that seems like is kind of evaporated in some ways. And we are driving wages. So how can we drive wage growth? How can we take care of our team to drive 401k with a match that we match to all of our team members? And we pitch. How do you save for retirement? Those are some things that our larger competitors maybe don't do, and those are things that we do, every day with our team members here. So
yeah, I think when you go through the plants, you gain an appreciation that these are truly handcrafted, RVs, right?
Amazing.
They're not just coming off an assembly line with a lot of equipment and whatnot. They're handcrafted, and so our view is if our people feel fulfilled, if they feel valued, that the end work product's gonna be better, right? And so that we've tried to establish that throughout the organization, whether it's the entry level person who's just starting or someone senior in the executive floor. We try to live that culture of taking care of our people, which will ultimately take care of our end.
And I think what else we do too is we really love the factory tours. So every day at 2:00 we have factory tours, and we want the interaction with those customers, because when our team can see that these are actually going to families or going to couples, when we have that personal connection, I think it also helps our team drive harder to make sure that we do those little things, right? To make sure that we do the little last things on the fit and finish, to make sure our quality's tighter, and that our customers have ultimately a better experience.
I just love the whole family atmosphere from your mission statement. But we were just out in the smoke plant, and they were talking about how you play basketball with them. Like you don't see that in other companies where the owners of a company are going and hanging out with the factory workers and doing things with the factory workers. And I think that's one of the things that we are falling in love with Alliance, is that you don't just have a mission statement, but you're living out your mission statement.
Correct. Well, and that's that flat structure that we set out to from day one, is how do you have a flat structure? How are Ryan and I approachable at the end of the day? Being approachable is you got to be out there in the factories. We do big picnics every year with our team members. We have all of their families come so they can meet people in the company, so that the wife or the husband knows where their spouse is going each day. And then the kids can see some of the RVs. We'll have the RVs set up at the company picnic so the kids can go in and see and touch and feel these RVs that we're putting together every single day. And so that connectivity, I think, drives us and keeps us moving forward.
It makes them more connected as well, when they're not just screwing a widget on the production line, when they're seeing there's an end family and customers that are like them, that are experiencing the RVs that they've built. I think it provides pride in what they're doing.
Something that was absolutely incredible is just the sheer amount of things that you make in-house. Just absolutely incredible. When I see the balances being made, there's so many things that are not outsourced, so that you don't have supply issues. You kind of probably had to pivot a little bit coming into 2020. We're like, wow, we really timed this perfectly. But does it help you when it comes to thinking about what else can you have hands on as a manufacturer?
Yeah, we're evaluating that every day. In fact, we just came out of a couple of product development meetings, and we're always looking on ways to drive some of that vertical integration. But we also want to be mindful too that we have great suppliers that give us great product each day too. So we want to make sure we're really good in assembling what we do and try not to spread ourselves too thin, so to speak. So it's a balancing act, but we're always, every week we have product development meetings, and we take feedback that we hear from the consumer. That's our number one voice, is our end consumer. and drive product in that regard.
We have been so shocked by like the layout of our Delta. Like we absolutely love it. And I didn't think I could love a trailer more than our past trailer. I think that was probably because we were just doing it, like actually having an RV. It probably will be your last RV. But when it comes to innovation, like what is it that's on the inside of you that just gets excited about, we're going to come up with a layout that nobody else has, nobody's ever seen before?
I think, we don't want to just do something and be, kind of average, right? With that Delta product, with that being our most recent, product launch, we were super deliberate, not just on the content, but on the floor plans as well. And, we knew rear kitchen, the concept was popular. We had great success in our paradigm with it. So we thought it made, a lot of sense to do it in that Delta lineup. And, our product team, I think, did a fantastic job, innovating within that category and providing a really functional layout that appeals to end retail customers.
We definitely thought, did we get a fifth wheel and we didn't realize it? Did we get away a travel trailer price and we got a fifth wheel experience? Because we really were just amazed at all of the things that you were able to deliver in that unit.
As Coley said, it's a recent launch for us getting into that travel trailer segment. We were fortunate to have success in the fifth wheel category and now being in that travel trailer arena. Yep. We thought that the model would resonate, designing great functional floor plans and then providing the level of service that our customers have come to expect.
What is it that's something new that you're noticing that customers are looking for as far as when they're buying the units? Like something that was surprising to us is how many, when we go to RV shows, how many people are looking for like an office space. Like I thought we would get in the RV so we could get away from the office, right? But what are some of the things that you're noticing that's kind of new that customers are looking for recently?
Well, I think that office space was like kind of a post-COVID thing because a lot of people were working remote. I mean, there is a shift that seems like a little bit back more to the office work, but it's still prevalent, right? People are able to go 4-day work weeks, and then they want to go long weekends, and so they do need that workspace. I think with that comes the connectivity and making sure that we're really set up for Wi-Fi accessibility, whether you're in the campground or on the road. So I think that's a kind of a key theme. I'm also hearing a lot on solar. If you're boondocking or dry camping, how do you have electricity, all that stuff. So I think solar kind of is a wave that continues to kind of be here, and more people want to see that. And I think it goes down to is quality. What do people want at the end of the day?
I think that's the most
is that we talk about every single day, and we've mentioned it even here in this discussion. It's quality, and so I think customers want pride in their product, and they want quality, and so that's something we do every day. Is drive quality.
I think more so today than ever. Customers are so well educated. There's so many resources to research and do their diligence on the products that they're buying. And I think, these aren't an insignificant investment that people are making. And so I think, obviously the features and the content within the RV and the floor plan is critically important, but just as important is buying from a manufacturer that is going to support you. Because, we tell people it's not if, it's when. There's going to be a service need at some point. And I think that's where we really show our true colors, is standing behind the RVs that we build.
Yeah, we got to speak to Bill for a little bit, and we just commended him on the way he is so active in the Facebook group, and yourselves as well. And we even talked about, like, as a family, how it's so cool to see you guys humble. You don't ever go in there and go, I'm the owner. You go in, I work for. And that's like the difference. But I have to say, we, for one, are super grateful for the Delta line because we never wanted a fifth wheel. I don't want to worry about the height, and we want to be able to park it in our house. So we've always wanted a travel trailer. And when we were looking at RVs in 2020, we saw everybody talking about Alliance, and so grateful that you guys have stepped into the travel trailer line because it's something we love. And when we walked into that one in the Florida RV Super Show, we're like, you're doing things different. Like you can just see, even though it was a similar floor plan, the differences in the way you're listening to customers, and even things that I know that I pointed out, like, oh, hey, you need this, and you're already making the changes, and I love seeing that kind of stuff. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for continuing to build an amazing company, an amazing product, and to stand behind it, which is the most important thing. If you like seeing videos like this, please do us a favor. Hit that like button down below. It really does help build the channel, but more importantly, it lets us know what kind of videos you guys are looking to see.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and also the little bell button, and that way every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time,
Happy camping.